Good
Welcome
morning.
to Coffee with Ken. So are you overworked? Are you stressed out or feeling over capacity? We're going to talk about that today on Coffee with Ken. So
Wow.
welcome.
Welcome.
morning.
Good morning.
So, first of all, we have Ken Brown here, CEO of Destiny Global, named after Coffee with Ken. And
That's me.
here we have Chris Osmore in the house,
Hi.
who does lots of amazing things.
I do.
All the digital stuff, and helps us with Coffee with Ken every single week. So we're very grateful for Chris to be here with us. And I'm Dr. April Brown, and I'm a coach and coach trainer here at Destiny Global. And we're going to talk about that, about being overworked, stressed, feeling over capacity. And the interesting thing about that, we're talking about, there's a new term out there, and it's called quiet quitting. And while we don't like that term quitting, but that's actually not what it really even means.
Right.
It's really that people and employees, especially these days, are really not buying into this hustle culture, and that they want to make sure that they have balance in their life.
Right.
And that they're not just having a project that goes into all hours of the night and the week. And so we really want to talk about how we can really find that balance, and especially that we can, what were we talking about before?
Maximize our
Yes,
time.
that's what it was.
We need to maximize our
So
time while we
important.
are at work.
Yeah.
Yeah, during that 9 to 5 or whatever that is, that you know that you can get the most out of your time at work and being very productive.
Right.
That's the most important thing. And I've really taken that word busy out of my vocabulary.
Yeah.
We have done that.
I actually use the word productive
Right.
because I think we get that in our mind of just we have to be busy just doing something. And maybe what we're doing is not being very productive. So what are we doing that is really maximizing our time, being productive, so that our employees, CEOs, can know that what we're doing is benefiting the company, giving them value, giving value to the company, and bringing that value to them. So what are some ways that time can be maximized for the most potential?
Well, it's interesting because Carmen did a talk on procrastination yesterday. And it was so powerful because, that's one of the things is we procrastinate not wanting to do some hard things at work, or we just procrastinate because we're caught up either in talk or whatever else we're doing and not really focusing on the things that we should be doing. But it really goes back to what you were kind of just talking about. It is making sure that you have, for me, it's having an outline of the things that I want to get done in that day. And I focus on those things. And you know how I focus on those things to get them done. But if you start off a day and you haven't planned the day ahead for what you're going to do the next day, things just drift.
Yeah.
And they just drift all over the place, right? Even how do we get Coffee with Ken done? Because it's on this schedule. We know what we're talking about.
Yes.
We get into alignment. We talk with the team. Now, have we learned and really figured out ways to improve our alignment? Absolutely.
Yes.
With changes and people not even being in the same state with us, it's working on the team now, how to make things and maximize our time together. And the only way to do that is to be in alignment. If we're not in alignment, you are not going to be successful, because you could be working on something that you think is so important, and the boss comes in and goes, "What are you working on that for?" That's not what I wanted to be working on. And because it's not the top priority. So getting your day prioritized and then tackling the most important things and then working through the list.
Yeah, that's good. So what have you kind of found is the best thing to really maximize your time in the workplace? Yes,
I love that
let's
word, maximize. For me, it's really been, there's really two things. Like he said, Ken said, the outline. So every day, really every Monday, I come in to the office. I make my to-do list. I have a to-do list. And it's literally
It's really
points.
good for your personality. Like,
Yes,
that's
yes.
Really,
Yes,
Wow,
for
we're
those that
impressed.
like to have fun and can get distracted,
Yeah.
squirrel
Yes.
or airplane
Very
or whatever it
easily.
might be, that you have that list in
Mhm.
front of you to remind you of what's important.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It is, and then I just go through my list and I literally check it off. And but to kind of get more detailed, I have timers specifically for specific things. So like 30 minutes I'll work on one thing. Then just the way my brain works, sometimes I get bored a little bit easy, which is okay, I guess. So
You're being honest, which is
Yeah.
important. Right?
Yeah,
yes,
it's really
yes.
good.
And
You're
so
being genuine.
I don't want to work too long on one project, so I'm gonna divide up my time on multiple projects. So I gotta make sure I don't spill the coffee here. So, but yeah, I have my timers, set those timers and stick with it. And then I even have a white space capacity timer where I take a break after. And so I'll walk around, I'll do something else for like 10 minutes just to kind of give my brain a rest. And so that also helps me be more productive. So
Yeah, that's
Right.
awesome. We've been talking about that a lot lately. That's been a big topic at our company and at our events. It's one of the main things that people are really, because how do you prevent yourself from getting over capacity? What
Right.
we just talked about, like feeling over capacity, and really taking that time to be able to really process and just have that white space.
yeah.
And I want to talk about that at schools. This is scientifically proven. That's why they have recess. That's why they have
They have
breaks
Yeah.
during school, because literally mentally our brains begin to just like
Fatigue,
after
yeah.
so long just begin to shut off.
Well, another thing that I'm seeing, especially in the workforce, because we're coaching with quite a few companies now, and it's easy for executives to get so. I use the forest. They're in the middle of the forest, and they can't see all the things that they've done in the forest because they haven't backed out and looked and actually see their success. Because capacity is literally it happens between your ears. It is a mindset that you haven't accomplished something. And so the first question I ask is, like we recently did as we were coaching someone, is, well, who told you that? Right? So what does success look like? And if it's finishing a job or a task, if you finish something, stop for a moment and celebrate that win.
Yes.
Because a capacity means that you've taken on more things that will fit into the cup and it's spilling over into your lap, just like Carmen does at the events. At First Steps to Success, where stuff is going everywhere. And because that affects your mental status, because you're not feeling that you've accomplished what you set out to do. And
Right.
that can be as a parent, that can be in your job, that can be as husband and wife. There's literally every area of your life that can be. Along those same lines, it at your place of work is, if you're sticking to just a few of your tasks and knocking it out and doing the 30 minutes,
Yeah.
when you do your 30 minutes, celebrate that you did something for 30 minutes.
Celebrate
Yeah,
that
Right.
accomplishment.
Yes, you
Exactly.
did something for 30 minutes. It's like when we started exercising. We couldn't do everything that it wanted. We were doing the videos. Coach Carmen has us doing
Yeah.
them. And man, the
You
first,
start to grow your ability to
we couldn't do them all though.
accomplish
You
more.
couldn't do them at first. And she said, hey, you're not going to be able to do this. But celebrate if you do 5 minutes of the 30. Then celebrate the 15.
Right.
And then do the 20. And then the 25. And then when you reach 30, really celebrate, right? And so now we can do, hours upon hours of exercising. And because as you work through, what's happened is our capacity increased.
Yes, that's what as you were talking, I began to. That's what can happen to me very, very easily. Is that I begin to look too far in advance.
Right.
Like I want, like it's like, oh my goodness, I've got the rest of the week to I've got this and this and this and this, instead of really what needs to just, what can I accomplish like right now, what needs to be done that will like be of the maximum value for what I need to accomplish today. And that focusing on those things and prioritizing them, because sometimes we just work on the things that are mundane, and then we look at our day is mostly gone, and we haven't accomplished the things that we know are going to give us the the most benefit and benefit those around us and our boss and
Correct.
other employees and
Well, and anxiety, in the workplace where you're working with people where you don't feel supported, and making sure that you have people around you that are supporting you, because you can change that, right? You can change that, who you're hanging out with, like this community, the Destiny Global community, to get encouragement where you're not getting encouragement in other places, because that will affect you. And it will affect you greater than people can possibly imagine when you're surrounded yourself. And I see this, now where people are hanging out with people who have, their stacks are so small, and they're looking to people who haven't accomplished things that they want to accomplish, and thinking that those people are going to help them. And then they go in circles. And they go in circles and circles and circles. And then they come up for breath and say, man, I'm so stressed out. I can't figure out how to get a breakthrough in this area. And you have to look to the people that have done it before you, because they can help you. That's what we're here for. That's what Jackie and Carmen are here for. That's what April is here for. And it's to give guidance and help to help you reach the breakthroughs that you want.
Yes.
All of us need breakthroughs in different areas. And it doesn't matter where you're at in life. It doesn't matter where you're at. Do CEOs need breakthroughs? Absolutely we do. Does the person, straightening the office need a breakthrough? Yes, they do. We all have breakthroughs because we're all pushing against something, a challenge that we want to overcome.
yeah, for sure. That's
Yeah.
good stuff.
It is.
I think all of this kind of really summarizes what we have been focusing on is action, just taking those small steps of action that continue to build on each other. We think that actions are just so secluded as just this one action, and what is that really going to accomplish? But they each build on each other and create momentum. Action continues to create so much momentum.
We love momentum.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's time to really start taking action. I think these days, there's so many things that people are looking for, that because people are not, they don't even really want to work. We see wanted ads everywhere. It is not the problem to be able to find a job. It is the problem to be able to find someone who is willing to do the work and take action.
Yes.
And bring value to their workplace. You will stand out these days. It's so easy
Absolutely.
to stand out in the workplace today.
It's
I mean,
true.
It really, really is. If
We've
you
seen
have
some of our
a-
clients who have stepped up during this, really since COVID began, and they have literally quadrupled their businesses. We've got people that have been promoted 2 or 3 times, people that have started businesses and just excelled. And to you that have done this, congratulations, because you are taking action, and action produces results. Faith plus work equals success. It just because you're believing that God is behind you, you're believing that you can accomplish something, and you're stepping into it. And when you do that, the next step is ready. The next step is ready. You're constantly moving forward. So, yes.
So we're so excited for what your future holds, and that we believe in you, and we believe
absolutely-
so much that we have an event that is coming up this month. Well, not yet.
No,
September.
it is.
Oh wait.
Yeah,
it is
Oh, yeah,
September
It is this month.
1st. It is
Yeah.
this month.
Today.
Wow.
I'm right. So, September 23rd. Woo!
That's right.
September 23rd through 25th. And we want you there, because if you take action just on this to come to this event, and then leave from that event and begin to take action on the things that you learn there, you can't help but grow your business or grow your income or learn to save more of your income, or so many things. Learn about your relationship, how to grow your relationship. So many things that you will learn at First Steps to Success, September 23rd through 25th in San Antonio, Texas. We would love to see you there so you can learn these skills and be the best that you can be and have a life that you want. So thanks for joining us. We'd love to see you there, and we'd love to see you next week.
Yep.
Make comments below, share, like, do all the things.
Mhm.
All of
'Cause-
them.
yeah.
All of them.
All of them.
And we'll see you next time on Coffee with Ken. Thanks
Thank you for joining.
Cheers.
Have a great day.